Hi, friends. Thanks for joining us. Do us a huge favor. Smash that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks for sticking with us in the off-season. I know we were here a little sparse, but hey, we need vacation too. Shit. Benny, where can they find us on social media?
Yeah, you can find us at Ray Benny Sports. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Check us out also on Reddit and Discord. And don't forget, leave us a rating on your favorite podcast provider.
And by vacation, I mean focus on our regular 9 to 5s and household duties and stuff like that.
Exactly. No
Act like
vacations,
regular
really.
act like regular people. Shout out to our show sponsor, Fahrenheit Airbrushing. Stand out on the ice, pavement, the field, or in the stands with a custom airbrushed helmet, goalie mask, or any type of project. A local Manitoba business with affordable solutions. Check out Fahrenheit Airbrushing on Facebook or call them at 204-891-7431.
Yeah. And don't forget to tell them that Ray and Benny sent you.
Let's get right into it. Bombers' first action of the year in Saskatoon. What's one word you'd use to describe the Bombers' first preseason game? In the tune. Is that what they call that city? Is that the nickname?
The tune? I don't know. Probably, I guess.
That's better than the peg, I think.
What? Really? I don't know. I like the
Depends
peg
how
better.
you look at it.
Looney Tunes? Is that what you're going with? Sorry,
Yeah, or the peg. You get some weird ass people on the internet referring to what the peg could. Anyways, you should go ahead. We're
That's
getting way off topic, and that's why it's not the best nickname. What's one word you'd use to describe the Bombers' first preseason game?
I'm going to go with a little rough. And I get it is preseason. It's the first game of the season. Besides that first drive and the couple pick sixes, Bombers offense to me after that first drive was kind of, I don't even know what the right word, out of sync, really, right? Did not get the job done. Too many interceptions, too many mistakes. Some guys stood out on that. The defense did a decent job, but then later in that game again, Saskatchewan was moving that ball fairly easily. Right off the top of my head, I can't remember that third string quarterback was actually having a decent game. Well, all Saskatchewan quarterbacks for the most part were having a good game. Yeah. I just gotta before we move on to you, Tommy Stevens. Good thing that guy can rush those short yardage plays because he's probably the worst QB out of all the Saskatchewan QBs that came out there. Actually,
that was pretty rough. I'm gonna go with execution because usually on the first preseason game, I turn it off after the starters are out. They do their thing. Really impressive first drive. Hence execution. And I really like the decision to go for it third down from the 2 and give it to Oliveira. Now, I know it's preseason, but I really hope that's a sign of things to come because for the past couple seasons, even from the 5 on in, we've seen Chris Streveler come in and either, have a tough time punching it in or do some fake pass thing that doesn't quite work out. Sometimes it does. And we were pining to see Brady Oliveira just hand him the ball inside the 5. And now the fact that they did it on third down from the 2, I hope that just this solidifies a commitment to Brady Oliveira as your goal line back. You don't have to worry about Chris Streveler coming in. It's straight business. They trust the O-line, giving the ball. And so that's what I really like in the execution of that. Because him getting the ball like 0 times in the Bombers inside the 5-yard line, that boggled my mind for the past couple seasons.
Yeah, and now you don't have a Chris Streveler, right? Now you're probably counting on Bryce Perkins being that guy. And this is all new to him as well. So, right. So I like that. I agree with that because I like the change up even, right? You can go either way, but you have teams to be aware, hey, Oliveira could be taking this one on this one instead of the QB sneak. So keep defenses guessing, man. I like that. I'm so tired of watching QB sneak in from the 1, and all that, and then Tommy Stevens gets 17 touchdowns in 1 year. It's like, he didn't do much for those. Really.
And you get primary running backs getting like 7 or 9 touchdowns for the year, not even hitting double digits. When we're used to seeing them get 15, 7, whatever, Which player encouraged you the most? I'm going to go on offense and say, as a collective, the O-line impressed me the most. They gave Caleros a nice pocket with Brady Oliveira in there. They were able to pick up the blitz nicely. I just like the progression of them being a good unit right away. And they still have time to gel in training camp, one more preseason game, and of course, the first couple of games of the CFL season, which sometimes almost feel like a continuation of the preseason. So I'm really encouraged by how this O-line is gelling. They did have issues one time with the middle of the line collapsing when we were inside the 20-yard line. So hopefully that'll get cleaned up. But I so far so good with the O-line. I'm encouraged by that.
Yeah, some good plays by that starting offense too, right? Tim White with 3 big catches. And it already looks like Claros, it feels comfortable going to him.
Oh
There
yeah,
was
for
one,
sure.
I think it was White's third catch where he had to go up and battle the DB for that ball.
Inside the 10.
Yeah, and it's a big play, right? Claros kind of just threw it up there, and White came down with it. So that was encouraging to me as well. But I liked actually, and I'm going with the backups a little bit here, and he was a first rounder last year, Jalen Smith, at linebacker position, made a couple good plays, credited with a sack and a tackle for a loss. Yeah, in one of these plays, I don't think it was a sack, but I think he got the running back. But he kind of read the play very well, stayed in his gap, and then shot through and made a tackle for a loss. And that's probably the tackle for a loss that I just mentioned here too. So I really like that because you want to see these guys take that next step. And again, the linebackers we have are not getting younger either, right? So if he needs to come in, at least you're going to feel comfortable with him doing that, especially because Shane Gauthier is gone, right? So you need kind of that other guy to be able to step up in that position as well.
Yeah, the defense to me would look also encouraging in some areas. I really did like the execution of their blitz in general. I think they got a little too comfortable and predictable in the end, but I also probably they're not showing all of the blitzes that they have in their package, and they just want to pressure the quarterback and see what happens. So I really like the execution of the blitz early in the game.
Yeah, because I did tweet out yesterday those blitz packages were not getting through, and that's later on in the game, and they were blitzing a lot. Like they were going
Oh yeah,
after these Saskatchewan QBs.
they lined them up. They didn't hide the blitz. They
Yeah,
lined them
no,
right on the
yeah,
line.
they couldn't
And
get through though. That's the thing,
no,
right? And the QBs for Saskatchewan made some good plays, finding their open guy or the hot read kind of thing, right? But it
absolutely.
was frustrating to watch because you're thinking, man, just somebody's got to get through. And watching Bomber defenses in the past when they blitzed, it hasn't been working the
Yeah.
last couple of years as good as some other teams. So hopefully that's a spot they can fix up this year.
Yeah, and I think it's just that they use the same blitz all the time. And Saskatchewan just said, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
plug the middle, let the wide guys go wide, see if they can get around to the QB, and then we'll get a receiver in the middle, which is what they did the whole time.
Yeah, they
Like,
definitely
didn't
did better.
no disguise blitz coming because the
No.
disguise blitz when they sent the linebacker through either each side of the tackle, that worked really good in the first, second, and third.
Yeah.
But when they went on those last drives in the end, it's like, well, are you doing the same thing, lining up everyone on the line, not hiding anything?
Yeah, and they did a good job when they weren't blitzing, getting through and stopping the running back short and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, their D line was outperforming the Saskatchewan backups, basically O line kind of thing. So some encouragement there from some of those guys as well.
Yeah, Evan Holmes' pick six was because of a good blitz coming, or sorry, good rush. That wasn't a blitz. Also, shout out to Michael Chris Ike. He really
Yeah,
showed some confidence, committing to holes, hitting them hard, hitting them with speed, and getting extra yards, and not being scared. Like I know, Matthew Peterson's probably the backup, but to have Michael Chris Ike there too, just a physical mofo.
yeah. Isn't he supposed to be more the fullback,
Yes,
Michael Chris Ike, or what? Yeah,
yes, he's drafted as a fullback for sure.
yeah, that's right. Not much in the run game yesterday, though. Really, besides his 3 runs.
No,
And then Elgersma had a bunch, but that's it.
Matthew Peterson had a nice one. They had like a spread formation with 4 receivers on one side, and they did a counter, and he ran away from those 4 receivers and got a pretty good chunk of yards. The running game, I think, will be okay. I hope. What are you most concerned about after the first game? I might as well go first on this one. The inability to get the running game going. After I say that, I think they'll get it going. Other than what we talked about already, I was a little concerned that they couldn't get the momentum. Like even when you had the backups, they have to be able to run block at least. So that was a little concerning.
Yeah, and Oliveira only had 3 carries. One was a 2-yard carry for that touchdown, right? So, and he ended up with 3 yards. So,
with the starters.
yeah, exactly. So not necessarily great. Um, Trying to think through, and watching most of the game, like obviously watch the. I think I missed actually the first drive, but I watched the rest of it, and trying to find some backups that were playing well and stuff like that. So to me, I want to say it because we're going to talk about it in a minute, but the QE play to me afterwards wasn't stellar after Claros. So that to me is a concern, which will probably go into our next question here anyway. So probably should have held off on that one.
Yeah. Are you more or less worried about the QB room after this week?
Yes, I am more worried after that. Bryce Perkins to me actually looked a little bit better than Elgersma, and I get it. Elgersma's first game. I'm not down on the guy. I'm not like this sucks. He's going to be terrible or anything like that. But he definitely needs some work, and probably sitting out last year trying to get NFL work and all that stuff didn't help him. Not playing very much. So, but Perkins came in. Perkins had some decent plays and moved around in the pocket. Avoided some sacks, but still couldn't really move that ball all too great. I think he ended up with getting a field goal with, I think, Elgersma as well, led one drive for a field goal. So, yeah, right now I am concerned there if Claros goes down.
I'm concerned as well if Caleros goes down. After this week, though, I am less worried than I was at the beginning of the week. I would really like to see Perkins get some playing time behind the starting O-line with the starting receivers. He really had his mobility pushed when he had his playing time with 12 minutes left in the fourth. So I didn't think he got a fair shot from what the throws that he made. He made a couple nice throws
Yeah, he did.
down the middle under pressure.
Yeah.
I think the Bombers are going to be one of those teams where you don't want to play man on man against a Tommy Condell. Oh, never mind.
We're all jumping ahead here.
I know. I'm getting excited talking about this offense, but I am not as concerned. Elgersma, when he was with the starters, I thought he is very poised in the pocket. His decisions were okay. I think his throws were a bit off, and he tried maybe a little too hard sometimes when he didn't have to. But again, first game, rookie, I think he will get more comfortable. And the fact that when he did get settled with the backup O-line, he was able to make some really nice throws. Like he made a nice throw to Clercius, a short throw, but it gave Clercius room to continue to make a big play with that. There was another throw that he made. Was it down to Singer or whatever? Down the sideline? Yes. It was Singer down the sideline. A beautiful, just a dime down in there. So I think the more comfortable he gets, I think I'm a little optimistic about this. And I was really down on the QB room. I'm a little question maybe about the culture of what's going on with Wilson leaving and that other dude. But at the same time, they want to see other guys play. They have tape on Wilson. How much tape do you need on this guy?
Oh, and that's the thing to me too for Wilson. It's like, why did you even come back and not look for another? I guess you were signed under contract, but to me, the Bombers even bringing him back was like, why? But I do agree. I like that throw to Singer on the sideline. Unfortunately, it was sandwiched in between a couple picks where he overthrew a guy, and I think the Bomber receiver fell on the second one. So I don't know, if that would have made any difference there at all. But he just looked off on those those 2 long throws downfield on those interceptions. But yeah, potential is there. It's just going to take some time. So again, we all wanted this for him to be able to sit behind Claros for a year. So hopefully that this is the year that he sits behind him and learns from him.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of offense do you expect from Tommy Condell? I expect it to, this is an oxymoron, I guess is what you call it. I didn't pay attention in English. Doesn't matter. I expect Brady Ola to be the centerpiece of a pass-heavy offense. Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of passes to the running back out of the backfield. I mean, Brady Oliveira is very good at that, right?
So I can see this being 15 carry, 5 reception, 15 carry, 10 reception kind of year. You know me for the past few years, 20 touches with this dude. And hopefully that maintains because I think that's still the key to opening up everything else. That opens up the middle of the field when the linebackers have to worry about Brady Oliveira. So And I don't think they'll be a team that will play heavy set as much as I'd like them to. I think with the signing of Braxton and the signing and Stanley Bryant, I think they will be playing a lot of spread formations to try to spread that defense wide and see what they can do one-on-ones with the receivers. So pass heavy, centered around Oliveira. I think it'll be a very creative running game.
Yeah, I feel like, again, like last year's offense should have been centered around Oliveira. If any year's offense should have been it.
Yeah.
So I do expect this again. You're not like, why are you going to pay this guy almost $300,000 to not be the focal point? And I know Claros is making good money, and I know Tim White's making good money. Dembski is too. All these guys, but you need that piece that everyone needs to focus on that opens things up for everybody else.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can do that, and like you're saying, make Brady Oliveira. I don't know if it's going to contain play action. You know, if there's going to be a lot of that, but it should open up. I don't want to see Claros chucking it downfield all the time. You know, and there was a lot of it last year, and some games it worked great, but other times it was a disaster, and there was a lot of interceptions with that deep ball downfield. But if you can give him enough time with that O-line and keep these defenses guessing, then hey, I'm all for it. But I don't like it being forced like it was last year almost.
Where was Tommy Condell last year? Ottawa?
No, I don't think he was anywhere last year, right?
Was he just chilling?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, the last two stops was Ottawa and Hamilton, right? And those didn't go well. You know,
They didn't go badly. He did well. He's a Grey Cup coordinator in Hamilton with shaky quarterbacks.
He was Grey Cup coordinator in Hamilton?
Wasn't he?
Well, he didn't win in Hamilton. Hamilton hasn't
won. No,
since.
He was the Grey Cup against the Bombers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And he did it with two shaky quarterbacks.
Well, Dane Evans was playing pretty well for the most part.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but then, okay. So, yes, he had some success there, but for the most part, other stuff, it didn't go good after that, right? After those, the Grey Cup appearances, and even in Ottawa, it was bad, wasn't it?
It didn't go well. Everything around. Well, who's his quarterback in Ottawa?
Well, I guess he had Drew Brown, right? An injured Drew Brown.
Speaking of, did you see Jake Mayer play? Like, he might be the best sneaky good signing in the offseason, especially with Drew Brown's injury. He was hitting Eugene Lewis down the sideline, hitting slants for touchdowns quick. That guy had a good game.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have hated if the Bombers signed him. You know, before we knew Elgersma was coming, right, and all that kind of stuff. Meyer would have been a good one, right?
Dinwiddie and Meyer could be a good combo.
Yeah, I mean, he's had success in Calgary. I know it hasn't all gone well. We were using that word a lot tonight, but it hasn't gone well for Meyer. You know, once he became the starter in Calgary, but when he has no pressure. I mean, when he came in Saskatchewan last year for a couple games or a couple plays, like he looked fine.
Yeah. He's always a serviceable, decent backup, like in Calgary. Yeah. He was a great backup when he beat the Bombers in Calgary. As a starter, not so much.
No, exactly.
I would. You finished with it, Tommy Condell?
Yeah. You know, I'm hoping it's better than last year.
Oh, I think they will be going deep often. Yeah. I think they will be going deep often, for sure.
I just hope it's as well structured going deep. I don't know if that's the right word, but last year I felt like Claros was chucking a lot up for grabs.
We heard about this team and this coordinator practicing plays that eventually they didn't even use. Like there was such a mess with that coordinator. I'm sure that a lot of us don't know about. Well, all of us don't know about. That, you know, these players, like, okay, we got to take it on our own shoulders. Who knows what's being called? And it just wasn't precise. It was messy.
Yeah, it was very messy.
I can't even remember what the dude's name is, the running back coach now.
Jason Hogan.
Yeah, that's right. Hogan. There you go. Give me your Winnipeg Blue Bomber Mount Rushmore. We'll go one by one because we might agree on most of these.
Well, Milt Stegall started off.
How can you not? The guy still has a street named after him right there. Nope.
Yeah.
Right there.
Is there any other streets named after anyone? Bud Grant or anyone?
No. Oh, no, not at U of am. No.
No, but anywhere in the city, right? But
No.
yeah.
I don't think so.
It's too bad the stadium's not where Miltsteagall Drive is anymore, but still, I guess that's where he did
something.
That's where he did his
related,
damage.
yeah.
So
something football related there.
yeah.
Chris Walby,
I got him as well. Yeah.
a Winnipeg guy. Like, come on, born in Winnipeg. How can you not?
Yeah.
What's the next one that you have?
Willie Jefferson.
Wow. Really? Jefferson. That's a surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's done a lot since coming to Winnipeg. Obviously, helping the Bombers end their helping the Bombers end their drought, make 5 Grey Cups. The guy's been a force, and without him, I don't know if any of this would have happened for the Bombers over the last 6 years. So
yeah. Oh, you're gonna get a shout out Willie Jefferson there. I'm gonna go with that's weird. Blue green screen, whatever. I'm gonna go with Ken Plain. Guy won 4 Grey Cups. One of the best strings in CFL history. Amazing athlete. He played like various positions. Great college quarterback. Ken Plain's going on there.
pretty good. Yeah, I didn't go that far back.
Well, I had to go. I had to give him respect. He's one of the GOATs. I have to give the GOAT his respect.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And I was just thinking about guys I've seen, but yeah, Kenny Plain would have been a good one.
And then I'll go with, for me to finish it, I'll go with another Winnipeg-born guy. I'll go with Cal Murphy as a head coach, builder, GM. Like, he brought 3 championships to the Bombers, won 5 championships, I know, with another franchise, Edmonton, but still, that was amazing. And also born in Winnipeg. Moved to BC, but still, Cal Murphy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. He did a lot for the Bombers.
Yeah.
Can I split mine and have half there? So, let's go with Tyrone Jones then for my last one.
He's going for Tyrone Jones there. You know, I'll shout out Tyrone Jones all the time.
I would have given one to James West too, but you know,
as a pair.
Yeah, just
together. That'd be awesome. You get 5 heads.
It's not really Mount Rushmore anymore, I guess, after that.
We can do what we want. It's our Mount Rushmore. Shoot. You can put Bob Cameron and Trevor Kennard there together if you want to. Bob Cameron.
Yeah.
GOAT punter.
Maybe if they weren't kickers, I guess.
Bomber fans, put your Mount Rushmore in the comments below. Week 2, Bombers, home game. Wish I could be there. Are you going to
go? Probably not.
You can be at the cabin?
Yeah. Well, no, it's on the weekend, right?
I will not be at any of these games. I'm out of province, so.
Yeah, I'll be at the home opener. And the 2 in June, at least, for sure.
Right on. Well, all y'all have fun. Benny,
Thank
you have anything to say to our friends?
You know what? Thanks a lot for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and follow, and let's go. The CFL's back. Go Bombers, go.
And in the words of LeVar Burton, we'll see you next time.
Hey, friends and neighbors, don't forget to check us out online on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Ray Benny Sports. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, tell us what you think.